One problem that plagues older Mercedes, my W123 included, is worn shifter bushings. Now, when I say worn, usually what happens, the rubber or plastic part of this bushing deteriorates and falls out. So then there is no shifter bushing. This manifests itself as a very loose, floppy shifter. They make a special pair of pliers here and then OEM bushings. So this bushing would fit onto these pliers and then gets popped onto the linkage by squeezing the pliers. And that, of course, is the most obvious solution. Links to this stuff is in the description if you want it, and that way your car can be back to factory condition. I found these. So there's a guy that has these bushings that are split, and you can go and download this file, 3D print it yourself. I believe he recommends using like a TPU filament or something that's got a little bit of flex to it and is somewhat heat resistant. So what I did, like the gears that I've just printed, I printed these in a ABS-like resin. So these are a little bit soft. You can squeeze them to pop them in, and then we're going to see how they hold up in the real world. This would be a pretty slick solution that wouldn't require pliers and finding parts that will eventually become an LA. So let's crawl under the car here and show you what you need to know about changing these bushings. Get your car elevated in a way that gets you enough space to work underneath of it and isn't going to fall on you. So set the parking brake, jack it up, put it on some jack stands, some ramps, whatever you need to get enough space to get under there. I tried ramps and I'm just too tall to be able to fit my arm up in where I needed to go. So I've got this on jack stands now. We can roll back under here on my creeper over here and get this bushing installed. This is going to be hard to show you where these bushings are, but on my car, which is a 5-cylinder turbo with an automatic, find the transmission pan, then the transmission cross member, and then in this cavity right behind the transmission cross member, we're going to look up in there. Ooh, I'm pushing buttons on the camera. Hopefully that's changed stuff. I can't focus on the camera. Okay, right there is our linkage with our bushing. Hopefully you can see that. And that is the one that is intact on my car. It has a little spring clip there. You can pry that off. This one is pretty easy to do just in the car without adjusting anything or moving anything. You can pop that spring clip off, pop the linkage out, and then push a new one in with your pliers. But the one that's an issue on my problem is the front one on the transmission itself. So let's find that one. Yeah, right there is our bushing. So see our bushing up in there? So what we've got to do to get this one out, because it is such a tight squeeze up in there, I'm going to come back here and unbolt the linkage and drop it down out of there. So it's just two 10 millimeters. So we take the nut off, remove the bolt, and that linkage will come off the transmission and we can get it down where we can work on it. So let me get up in there with some wrenches and pop this thing loose. I think I might have to pop the linkage off at the back in order to have the space, because there's not enough space in here to be able to change that bushing. So we've got to kind of get the linkage out. So let me show you what we do to change the rear bushing, and then we can get the space for the front one. Turn it. It's going to be hard for me to show you this. Show you outside of the car. So this little spring clip, when it's on there, it rides in a slot, and so all you need to do to remove it is pull out on this spring part, and then you can slide this up and off the linkage. So now that that is off, we can just slide our linkage apart here. Same spring clip. So we just grab this, pry our top part out, and then pull away, and off it comes. Same process as on the back one. And here's our damaged bushing. So you see this thing is just completely disintegrated. Now we can get this off. Now remember which opening this is in, because this does change depending on what car you have. So mine was in this hole. So with my 3D printed bushing, I'm just going to take this and just kind of squeeze it together and pop it in there. Easy enough to do by hand, no special tool needed. And now that's ready to be reinstalled, and I'll test it for longevity and actual performance. But now we're ready to put, our whole linkage is out. We can put this back together, back on the car. It is definitely a tight fit. We'll see how that works as we actually drive the car, but it's a very good fit. We can put our spring clip back on and reinstall this back into the vehicle. So I'm going to go right back up through here. Let me tip you up. Slide this up through here. Alright. Make sure you put your linkage back on the right way around. So the flat part should be facing the transmission, and then the U-bend around that stops should be facing away. So that U-bend goes on the very outside of that shaft. Mine has a little plastic tab, I'm guessing is part of this like park neutral safety or whatever this electric thing is right behind it. There's a little black tab that has to lock into this. So make sure that that's in the right spot so that you don't break it, and pop it all back together, put your bolt in, and then we're going to reassemble the back and see how our shifter feels. Alright, here's our moment of truth. Back out from under the car. Let's see how our shifter feels now. Alright, this is exactly the position it was in. Oh yeah. Alright, so there you have it. Whether you decide to go the 3D printed bushing route or get the pliers and pop them in the original way they were done, either way, everything you need is down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment. So grab that stuff and get your shifter back the way it's meant to feel. Thanks for watching.